I don't know about you guys, but I, for one, am tired of living in a world where we must play Misty in every single water deck. I love Palkia as a card. I think it's very, very cool. But when I have to play Misty and the game relies on that coin flip going my way to get some extra energy in play, or even just winning the game on turn 1 because of a good Misty, it just doesn't feel good to me, okay? I don't like it. So today I've cooked up Misty-less Palkia, and I'm pretty impressed with the list so far. It feels like I'm just playing Palkia with only good cards that can never let me down. And I'll run you through my thought process and why this deck has been so enjoyable to me. If you guys are enjoying the content, please be sure to subscribe to the channel. I think about 80% of you that watch these videos have not yet subscribed. So I'm talking to the majority of you here, all right? Hit the subscribe button, please. Please. The first card I've added here is Blue. This is going to help you in the mirror match after you've taken 20 from Dimensional Storm and you have a giant cape. The math is going to work out in places, trust me. Really, the most notable one is when you're against Darkrai Magnezone. If you attack into something with a Rocky Helmet or a Druddigon, your Palkia is going to be in range of your opponent going attach to Darkrai, attack with Magnezone, knock it out. Blue is going to stop that. We also play one more card to help with that circumstance, and it's just, you know, broad spectrum, also very valuable, and that's just Sabrina, right? If we're playing against Darkrai Magnezone or something with a Rocky Helmet and we're worried about our Palkia getting knocked out in return when we attack with it, we use Sabrina, push that thing to the bench, bring up something new, and then swing into that. It also helps with if you attack into something with a cape with Palkia and you leave it with 10, 20 HP, you can Sabrina, bring something else up off the bench, and then Dimensional Storm again, take 3 prizes that way. So both of these cards have felt very, very good. And yeah, I just wanted to give it a try because I feel like most people just kind of build water deck and Misty is an auto include. And I wanted to see how a water deck could run without any Misty in it at all. And it still feels pretty fine. So let's get into some games and I'll show you how it works. Okay, going first here. And we are starting Palkia, which, you know, is not the guy you want to start with usually. But we have Leaf in hand already, so we're fine to pivot out of him. There's a Vaporeon. So I kind of have, like, everything I want besides some more basics. So let's just research and hopefully get some more basics before. There's an Articuno. Okay. That's fine. This Melton, like, it looks like a Dialga Melmetal deck, so I'm not too concerned about what he's going to do on his turn. This first turn, my Palkia is probably not going to get damage, which is great. I don't know that I want Articuno on the bench, but it is like a bit of potential red card blockage. We are going to want this giant cape for Manaphy. I guess I'll bench Articuno. I don't love doing that, and I'm going to hold off on the Pokeball. I want this more than anything to be a Manaphy, obviously. And maybe we top deck either Manaphy or Eevee or something else. I don't need to get into a Vaporeon right now. I'm not really struggling to find one. I'm kind of just good holding the hand as is. No reason to play that Pokeball. I don't need to evolve into Vaporeon for a couple more turns. And I just want to find Manaphy. We have everything else. Everything is looking beautiful besides finding Manaphy. So let's see. There's an Eevee. Okay, so decent odds to find Manaphy off this Pokeball now. Do we get there? We get there. Look at that. You see it in real time. You see it in real time, the power of holding Pokeball. Now look at this. Now look at this bench, man. So we'll leave. This thing is going to become a Melmetal very quickly. I assume my opponent will... I mean, he can't attack this turn, which is fine. Melmetal takes... How much damage does Melmetal take to knock out? Does he have 130 or 120 HP? I think it's still a 150 hit knocks out a Melmetal. He will have to Blue to stop me. And I like that he put a Rocky Helmet on here instead of a Full Metal Jacket. What is it called? Giant Cape. I'm just thinking bullets because this guy's a Steel type. Yeah, just another Amass. Cool. I actually win. Wait, I win. We just go Vaporeon and retreat into Articuno and bring the energy up, and that's GG's. Okay. This makes the video because of my genius Pokeball call. I'm tired of people telling me I'm wrong about doing it. All right, look at this. Articuno just gets in there. Blizzard. Bye-bye. No Misty required. Okay, going first against a fighting deck that's starting Druddigon. Couple things it could be. I think actually only 2. It could be Golem or it could be Rhyperior. I'm cool with benching the Palkia now. I don't think this is going to be a Sabrina deck. I would assume not. And we're going to hold the Pokeball, of course, to hopefully improve those Manaphy chances. I guess I don't even need Manaphy this turn now that I'm looking at my hand. I don't have a way out of my Eevee. We are going to get, you know, a little bit of time to set up here. Looks like we'll definitely get a little bit of time. Our opponent just has attached to Druddigon Pass. So, let's Pokeball. Second Palkia. Oh, you are not who I wanted to see. Do I do it? Do I go for the 5 heads? No, because what if he has a Leaf into Geodude, hit me, and knock out my Eevee? If I hit 1 heads. I'm not falling for it. I'm not falling for it. I'm not falling for it. It would be content. It would be content. I never said it wouldn't. I never claimed that would not be hilarious. Win the game right then and there, but... We're trying to play it honest. No coin flips. No coin flips allowed. Gallade with Druddigon. I have not seen this ever. But I feel like it should be fine. As long as we can, like, you know, set up. As long as we can find a Manaphy. I feel like we should be okay. Speak of the devil. What's up, boy? Alright, so we'll just retreat and we'll do this. And... do I see a it's debatable. I mean, I have the Sabrina in hand to force out this Druddigon. So I'll just play everything down. I don't feel the need to blue. I think I'm still good. We will go there and there. Yeah, seems fine. Seems fine. Because what I would rather probably do is, in case a Sabrina happens with a Gallade, I'd rather send up a Palkia with no energy. Or even... yeah, because I don't really want to send up Vaporeon, I guess. I mean, I could. It's not like Vaporeon's going to get smacked. What is Gallade's base damage? Is it 70? And then 20 for each energy? Either way, this Gallade hates attacking at a Palkia. He does not enjoy it. I guess I could have left that bench spot open because if I top deck... if I top deck right now... what is it? If I top deck Articuno... well, now that he has Hitmonlee, it wouldn't even matter. My brain functioned too slow. I couldn't even discuss the play. Okay, let's see where this damage goes. It goes on to him. Okay, so now we're going to pivot, and this Palkia and this Vaporeon are going to get the energy. Where's Pokeball? Could have been Articuno. Could have been Articuno. Still not, though. All right, so I guess I'm not too upset. Do I blue to lower the damage? Does it matter? Not really. Not really. Like, either way, the way I'm going to set this up is that once this one Palkia attacks, I'm going to go down to 1 energy left. I'm not going to overload a Palkia. So this is fine. If he wants to gust up that Palkia on the bench and hit it with Gallade, I'm okay with that. I'll probably just let that Palkia go down to another attack. Even if he pings me like, am I missing something here? How much does this guy do? 70 plus 20. Yeah, so he'll be doing 90 to a Palkia. Yeah, him softening both these guys up doesn't really mean much for us. Or for him. Okay, research. That's good. Let's go research. I do think it's time to start attacking, though. Second Vaporeon, Giant Cape. Cool-ish, I guess. I could... because, right, again, this guy's only doing 110 max. I could attach to Vaporeon... Oceanic Gift to Vaporeon and Palkia. They're both safe. Like, how much energy? I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and this is going to be 6. Let's just attach to Vaporeon. This is going to be 6. I'll swing. I'll go down to 3 left on board, and then I can attack 1 more time. But if my opponent has a potion on the Gallade, then I'm in danger. And I could always just giant cape this, like, whichever one gets hurt, and then it's not getting knocked out. Or we just get in there and hope that 2's enough. I'm just afraid of potion. I'm afraid of potion. I might need to attack 3 times. Let's Oceana Gift. I might have to attack 3 times. I can't say for certain whether or not I will. I just don't know if he plays potion. If he plays potion, it'd be pretty detrimental to us. There is a world where he could get around it with 2 potions. Curious to see if this Gallade comes up and just takes the knockout on the Manaphy. If he Sabrina's, I'm gonna give him one of the Palkia, and we'll probably just swing with it anyways. None of them are getting knocked out. I can giant cape it so it doesn't go down to the Gallade's Rocky Helmet. Yeah, ton of energy here on board. Just gonna hope it's enough to get through it. A Rocky Helmet on the Hitmonlee is probably, like, my worst fear. That wouldn't be great. Opponent's thinking, too. This is a thinking man's game, dude. It's a thinking man's game for sure. I could even blue if I wanted to. There's Sabrina. All right. So we send up this Palkia. He's going to take some damage. It is what it is. I assume it's got to be going to Gallade time for my opponent. If he doesn't play Potion, we just have either Sabrina or Cyrus next turn to win us the game. Just like that. And that's cool. But my opponent is going to have to still get through 2 things here. Let's see what happens with this. Running out of time, buddy. You got to make a move. Please make a move. I don't know how we got that in. I don't know how we got that in. That was kind of crazy. Okay, so what we do here is I have double Giant Cape. I can Giant Cape here. That's fine. I don't even think it's really that necessary. We're going to Vaporeon. We know this Vaporeon's safe from any, shenanigans. So we'll just take all of the energy off of this Palkia. He'll survive this turn. And do I just go 5 energy on this Vaporeon? I guess so. Like, why not? I could... I don't see a reason to do anything else. I think it's just going to be a Dimensional Storm. And now I'm ready to do 3 Dimensional Storms. I have all the energy I need on board. This Palkia is not getting knocked out. He's not going to get knocked out by attacking into the Rocky Helmet. Things are just looking good. I have the second Giant Cape for the one on the bench. If he decides to bring that one up and swing into it and try to get a prize that way. But again, this is all dependent. Like, does my opponent even play Potion? Or Blue, I guess, would do it as well. If he doesn't play either of those, then I'm just knocking out this Gallade next turn. Either through Cyrus or whatever. Marshadow is going to be a retreat and a Marshadow Dawn play. That doesn't really help him. If he'd had that Marshadow earlier, it would have been scary. But if I saw that Marshadow on the bench, I definitely would have Giant Caped this one. Okay, looks like it's just going to be retreat. If there's no potion, it's GG's. All right, GG's. I'm just going to show him the Cyrus. We don't even got to waste time here. Just, if you want me to go through all of the washout, man, I'll do it for you. But that's GG's. Thank you. I appreciate that. I appreciate a time-saving concession. You know what this looks like to me? This looks like my opponent is holding red card. We're going second with a beautiful start. Manaphy in the active, double research in a Pokeball, and you know they're not going to let me keep it. You know they're not going to let me keep it. Dark deck. Depends what variant it is. It's fine. It's fine. Huh. Okay. He's rocking the Shaman in his Magnezone build. Cool. Magnemite's gonna be annoying if my opponent has attached Dawn Ram. I don't think that's a play available to Darkrai Magnezone. I don't think they play Dawn in their list. Of course, this is the latter, though, so you never know. Rocky Helmet there. That's fine. That's fine. It works out for us. Okay. We're just going to rip the research and hope to find some more basics. I need 2 basics, obviously, to start ramping. Okay. That's good. We got the Eevee. Palkia? Cool. Do I even want Articuno for this matchup? I'm like not totally Palkia pilled. This is my first real time diving into the deck. I could see where Articuno has value, obviously, like just firing off 80 damage without losing energy is good. He is weak to the Magnezone though, which stinks. Maybe we save him as a surprise. We might use this Articuno to knock out this Magneton next turn. If that's what we're if we find Vaporeon. And if he leaves it in the active spot. I don't see a reason not to just snip the Magneton early if my opponent's going to give me that chance. And I like holding the Articuno to keep that play kind of secret from him. Because obviously he's thinking, like, if I leave this Magneton in the active spot, my opponent's not going to go waste a Palkia Dimensional Storm on it. That'd be a little bit ridiculous. Attached to the Magnemite. Gonna ram. We're just gonna have to... No, he's definitely gonna retreat into the Drought again, for sure, for sure. No, okay. I'm still fine, like, with send up Articuno. It is gonna require finding Vaporeon. And there was no way around that, even if I put the... yes! Alright. Awesome. There was no way around that, even if I had... done whatever it is I'm trying to say. If I had benched Articuno earlier and put 1 energy, like, this is still how it goes. So, we're just gonna go take this prize. And next turn, we might... Opponent gets seated. Alright. Not a great start for us. We have nothing. I will admit that Cyrus could have been a Misty. We could have just won the game right there. What is it, like a... What's the actual percent of hitting 4 heads on Misty? What is it? Is it like still the 6.25, whatever it is? I don't think so. Well, I guess maybe. Because you're still flipping 4 coins that all need to be heads. So I guess like a 6% chance that can happen. It looks like it's Articuno 18. It's not Articuno 18 trainers. It's double Articuno Palkia shenanigans. Okay. I need quite a bit here. And I'm not getting quite a bit. Okay. This is going to be an interesting one for sure. We're just going to slash through our 30 poke. I would love to get this Palkia out of here. Into a Manaphy next turn. I'm not thrilled that my Palkia is going to be hit for 40, but we can just look to find the other Palkia. Let's see it. Let's see it. Let's see the Misty Believer. Huh. Misty List Truthers. We are once again correct. I have been vindicated. There's Manaphy. Okay. So, Manaphy is going to go down here. But I am going to get a lot of, a lot more energy in play off of this. And I will evolve into Vaporeon right now. I'll let my opponent know I have it. Just because if I get Sabrina'd here, I'm going to set up the Vaporeon and then just leaf back into the Palkia. They'll never see it coming. We, sadly, this is, you don't run into this too often. A deck that's actually doing 80 damage on their second or third turn. But it is what it is. We also missed a turn of Manaphy, right? This could have been a turn of Manaphy last turn. But now it's going to be, I'm going to lose my Manaphy. I'm going to knock out their Articuno. Our energy ramping. I'm going to be 1 energy ahead. But they do have a second Misty to rely on that might, help things go their way. We'll just have to find out. We'll have to find out. So, we just send up Palkia, and we're definitely going to Dimensional Storm this Articuno, wipe all the energy off of our opponent's board. Articuno of our own. Interesting, interesting. If I'd kept poking this Articuno, I would have been able to retreat into this one. Something to consider. Something to consider if we had, if we were omniscient, we could have predicted this. But we're just going to Dimensional Storm. There we go. Our opponent is set back to nothing. We've at least got a Palkia with 1 energy on it. So we're going to get to our Dimensional Storm before they do. Not seeing any, like, Vaporeon or anything to help them move energy around. Hey, I could even... Well, there wouldn't really be a point. I was going to say, I could even go into my own Articuno here. There's their other Misty. Okay. Well, if they hit 1, then they're ahead. But hopefully they just don't go crazy. 2 dead cards. 2 dead cards. Look at my nice playable cards. I'm not going to play them, but I could if I wanted to. I got double Cyrus. I actually could. Is there a reason to go for that, though? Like, what's going to happen here? I'm going to Giant Cape my Palkia. Because we're like that. My opponent has no more energy acceleration. And I just get to go attach, hit for 30. He attaches, hits me for 30. I go down to 60. I attach, he hits. I go down to 30. And then I attach and I win. How do I lose this? We'll bench the Articuno. He's out of Misty. He has no more energy excel. He could draw a Manaphy and leaf into it. And that wouldn't help him either, because then I just leaf into Articuno and win. I think we kind of just got him locked up. This is my somewhat problem with Misty, okay? You're putting a little bit of faith into getting a little bit of energy. And sometimes just, if you use the Manaphy gets you all the energy you need. Just like 2 turns of Manaphy does it for you. I don't need to Pokeball, I don't think. Am I missing something here? Does my opponent have... No, there's nothing that can be done. I will bench Palkia. I guess the only thing I'm afraid of is Cyrus plus red card. That would put me in a tricky spot. So we're gonna thin down everything so that isn't a possibility. I guess on that school of thought, I could have Cyrus the Articuno as well, because still I'm just gonna Dimensional Storm. Yeah, just a concession. All right, we got there, man. Our opponent failed on the Misty, and we used our Giga Chad Manaphy to take it.